Hello guys, welcome back to Hollywood Recapped. Today I'm going to recap a 2015 romance thriller movie titled The Boy Next Door. The film begins with us seeing a woman named Claire jogging and reminiscing about her past life. It discloses that she is a teacher and that she is preparing to divorce her husband Barrett because he was engaged in a relationship with his secretary. Claire now resides with her 15-year-old son Kevin, who misses his father badly. Claire feels compelled to give Garrett one more chance, especially since her son's birthday is just 2 days away. Claire intends to go out for dinner with Garrett in order to convince Kevin. Her best friend Vicky, on the other hand, advises her to divorce. After hearing this, Claire becomes enraged with Vicky and claims that Garrett has transformed. Apparently, it's been 9 months after they split up and Claire believes Garrett has improved. Claire considers returning to Garrett for the good of her kid, but then Kevin's birthday arrives. When Garrett arrives, Kevin and Claire are overjoyed. That's when Garrett suggests to go for camping, which makes Kevin very delighted. When Kevin leaves the room from them, Claire asks Garrett, "When are we going to leave?" Then Garrett informs Claire that we will all depart after my work trip, which sparks a fight between them. Claire believes Garrett is still engaged in an affair with his secretary, and she tells Kevin to leave. She enters the bathroom and begins crying. Claire and Kevin are on the way out of their home one day when their garage jams. Claire tries to get the door open, but it is too heavy. Then a boy appears and raises the door, saying, "If you wish, I'll repair this door as well." Claire asks him, "Who really are you?" Her neighbor informs her that he is his nephew Noah. "Noah has arrived to assist me, and will stay here from this point on." The next day, Noah says, "I can repair this entrance, but we simply need to purchase something at the market." Then Noah and Kevin go over to a nearby supermarket. Noah's uncle informs Claire that Noah's father and mother passed away a year ago. When Noah and Kevin are heading to the market, we find that Noah is 20 years old and still attending school. Because something occurred in his life that had an impact on his education, we now learn that Noah will be attending the same school as Kevin is going. Claire, Kevin's mother, is a teacher within the same school. Kevin starts lurking in the store when he sees a girl employed there and tells Noah that she is Ally and the beautiful girl in the school, and that going over to her causes me going crazy. Kevin agrees to join to ally after being persuaded by Noah. Just then, four mischievous schoolboys arrive and begin to harass Kevin, and Noah witnesses everything. When Noah returns home, he informs Claire that several boys were bothering Kevin, but Claire is aware of this. When Claire glances out the window at night, she notices that Noah is trying to take great care of his uncle. Claire smiles as she notices this. The following day, Noah and Kevin are fixing a car together, and then only Claire peeks out the window at Noah, and the two of them grin at one another. Claire is truly delighted since Kevin has a wonderful friend, and Claire has a crush on Noah too. The next day, when Noah and Claire get together, we learn that both of them have the same interests. Kevin then goes on holiday with his father. Afterwards, Noah goes to Claire and hands her a book, which she refuses to accept from him, but does so at Noah's request. When Claire seems to be in her room during the night, she glances out the window at Noah's residence and observes him having a bath. Noah's gaze then focuses on her, and Claire hides from him. Claire then embarks on a date with a man at the insistence of her friend Vicky, but she is uncomfortable with the man, to which Claire leaves from there. After she returns home for a beverage, she receives a phone call from Noah, who requests her assistance in the kitchen. Claire then gets to his home and assists him, and when the two are seated together, Noah comes to her. He attempts to entice her, although Claire resists him at first, but Claire loves Noah, so she simply cannot stop herself. They then become sexual with one another. When Claire woke up the next morning, she finds everything unusual and gets ready. Then Noah appears, and she apologizes, saying, "I'm sorry, I was drunken, and everything is incorrect." So Noah assures her there's nothing strange with that, while during the disagreement, Noah smacks his hand against the wall. This prompts blood to flow from his hand, and Claire puts ointment to his hand while explaining to Noah why everything is terrible. But, enraged, Noah sends Claire to her home. After a while, Kevin and his father return, and we notice Claire is very worried. Then Noah appears and attempts to converse with Claire, but she ignores him. When Garrett is leaving in the night, Claire notifies him that we must come to a decision about reunion, and Garrett makes excuses to her. The following day, Claire is teaching in classroom when the principal approaches her and informs her that Noah will be attending this class from now on. He says to Claire, "You recommended me by email." Only then Claire sees aware that Noah has hacked her email and contacted the principal. Noah then goes to the firing range with Kevin. And Noah attempts to incite Kevin towards his father by telling him that Kevin's father only comes to see his wife. So Kevin becomes enraged at him and proceeds from there. Kevin is training boxing with Noah, and Noah informs him that your father is just using his mother, and he arrives at night and leaves in the morning. Kevin feels enraged as a result of this, and he looks to be throwing a lot of punches at the punching bag before collapsing. Only after that does Noah arrive for the shot, which is kept in the vault, and injects it into Kevin, saving his life. Actually, Noah wishes to sway him over his father in order for Claire and Garrett to be divorced, as they have been parted but haven't yet filed for divorce. Noah delivers flowers to Claire the subsequent day, and after that she visits to him and speaks about it, asking if they should start over. Noah responds positively. Later, we witness Claire arrive home alongside her husband, and her husband kisses her, which causes Noah to become enraged. Looking through his window. Following morning, Noah goes to Claire and threatens her. When Kevin arrives, Claire warns him to abstain from Noah, but Kevin ignores her and joins him. Once they arrive at school, some boys begin tormenting Kevin, and Noah severely beats them. On this occasion, the school's vice principal, Vicky, summoned Noah to her office. Noah continues misbehaving with her. Vicky suspends him from school. Then comes a school party, and Claire learns that water is gushing in the boys' restroom. When Claire arrives, Noah appears and attempts to entice Claire, but she eliminates him and tells him to stay far away of her and her family. While Claire arrives to school the following day, she notices a picture of her and Noah around the class, and all of the students are outside. Claire, on the other hand, instructs them to stop outside, while she gathers all the pictures and begins removing them. Kevin's father arrives after school to pick him up and present him with a sport car, but while driving, Kevin becomes enraged with his father, and Kevin begins to drive quite aggressively. The car's brakes fail, and they are involved in an accident, however they both survived. When Claire returns home, she notices Kevin talking with his father, as well as Noah. While Claire is working in the kitchen, Noah approaches her and manipulates her, saying that he owns a video of them getting physical and that she must start coming to his house, otherwise the tape will be circulated in school. With no other option, Claire arrives to his house and demands Noah to remove the footage, but Noah claims he will remove the video if she comes to see him every day and is intimate with him each day. Claire becomes enraged when she hears this and slaps him before departing. Claire visits to her friend Vicky the following day and tells her about Noah. Then Vicky gets ready to assist, and they both decide what to do. Vicky is carried out by realizing the truth about Noah. Claire then visits to his house and notices that Noah's room is littered with her images, and she deletes her footage from his computer. Then she obtains a file containing information on how to fail the automobile brakes. Then Claire discovers that Noah failed brakes of his car in order to murder his father, and it appears that he also killed his mother too. Then Claire leaves his house and calls Vicky to tell her everything. And only after that Noah strikes Vicky on the head, and then he called Claire using Vicky's phone. Claire arrives and discovers Vicky has been murdered by Noah. Claire is terrified, so she goes outside in her car and contacts the police. Noah eventually gets there and prevents her from phoning. Noah informs her that the affair was with a man, as a result of which my mother committed suicide. As a result, he failed the brake of his father's car in retaliation for his mother's death. Noah eventually brings Claire to a neighboring house, where we encounter Kevin and her father. Noah keeps them tied and smears gasoline all over the place before setting fire to them. Garrett gives himself up and confronts Noah. Garrett goes on and Kevin injects it into Noah's eye, while Claire pulls a chain alongside. As a result, an engine runs over Noah, killing him. Claire then storms out with Garrett and Kevin. The authorities now arrived and also have rescued them. And the movie ends here. Let me know what you all think in the comments section below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss the next recap.